Welcome to Prompt Joust. Today we're going to go ahead and figure out if we can tell the difference between tomato sauce and tomato soup and talk about the stories we came up with.
Welcome back to Prompt Joust. I'm Marcus V. Calvert.
Weston Kincade.
And what was your tagline, sir?
My tagline, even skunk stink can be a strategy. I'll use a little alliteration there.
Oh, you can do better than that. Come on. The way to a man's heart is through tomato soup and a high-powered rifle. Something like that.
Oh, I like that. You're better at coming up with those right off the bat.
It comes with the territory.
How about yours?
Let me think. I guess I saw tomato sauce as a portal into a coma dream. Defective, poorly made pasta. I don't know.
No, but what's your tagline, though?
Yeah, I can't seem to do it well for myself right now. Sorry, folks.
How about this? Even a cat toy can be Excalibur?
Don't eat the soup. Yeah.
Just don't eat the soup.
Just don't eat the soup. I thought it was soup. My mistake. All right.
I think we both went with soup. I mean, if I had realized it was sauce, I might have gone Italian, pizzeria, but...
You just went far right there. I liked it, though. Like, what if the assassin, instead of using a high-powered rifle, because maybe shooting high on a wall in a bathroom would be tricky, what if you simply just put a bomb in your shower, knowing second the water comes on, maybe a bullet comes out, or it's a mine, or... He just put in some tiling.
Or could have been like a tile that was set up with weight sensitivity, a trigger.
Like he just did your bathtub, and you just rush into your bathtub. He arranged the skunk.
Oh yeah,
he
was the contractor,
and he
arranged
contracts
the skunk.
You're the client, in more ways than one. That was clever though, using a skunk and all of that. Bravo, well done.
Well, thank you.
I was kind of.
I like the story.
I was wafting. I was trying to figure out how to bring him back to earth. I went a little bit too long, but I liked where it went. And that's the thing about some stories. You want to write them short and sweet, get them done, wing, bang, bung. That's how I normally try to do it.
But when you're in the flow, keep going, get it out there. So I mean, I don't mind you going over. Hopefully you don't get penalized or whatever. We'll see what the audience thinks, but
you just had to mention that. But when you write short stories, what's your preferred word count? Like, where do you like to stay in the range?
I try to stay in the 4,000 to 7,000 word range. I have a tendency of being a bit verbose, so
now that's where my story would have done if he had written it, the way I was spitting it out. Me, I like to go 1,700 to 2,500. Keep it short and sweet, in case you're trying to read it to a crowd. Because if you go too far, you'll lose them. I wrote one that was 6,000 words. It went on like 20 minutes. It's almost like you're watching an episode, and if you're reading on an open mic, yeah. And if you're doing an anthology, some of them should be under 1,000, and those are the ones that are like songs. You bang them out. Others, nice and mid-range, and some can be your epic pieces where they're like, you should write a book around that. And who knows? Maybe you do.
But you also just want to get it out on the page, so don't shoot for that target goal initially, because you can always revise, cut it down, and just keep the best parts. And that's going to make it a better piece. And actually, that's what he's really good for. Helping out us other authors who are, delving into short stories sometimes and finding some of those parts you need to cut out or change.
At the end of the day, the number of pages you generate is going to impact your cost. It's going to be a factor in whether a publisher takes you or whether you can self-publish and make a good profit. The really long stories, if you have nothing but really long stories, like everything you do is Lovecraft long, then you're going to have fewer stories in your book, which may not be okay. Or you can have a mixed grab bag of short, and you can put 20 to 25 in a book, maybe even 36. Well, it's on you.
It depends on your craft, your voice, and how well you can build that suspense. If you're really good at it, then you can keep something a bit longer going and entertain the reader. If you're not, you may lose the reader in some of the longer pieces.
But long is also good practice for when you want to write that novel. I would tell anybody, start with short stories. like hone your chops. But if you can spit out a 10,000 word short story, I'd say you have an edge on most people.
Well, at that point, why not try the 20, and go for
Novellas.
more novella-esque,
He's done some stuff, yeah.
But, if you could etch-a-sketch yours, would you change it? I'm going to take a little note out of your
I'd clean it up a
there.
bit, but I would have left out the little thing he found in it. Like, he just had the soup. Next thing you know, he's in a court, eating soup, being crowned the king of Camelot, or he's the king, and blah blah blah. And he's wondering if he's reincarnated. Then he wakes up in a hospital, all because of bad. No, it's not soup, but I went there. Tomato sauce, and that's just how I would have popped it.
Okay,
If yours was good, I just would have maybe changed the execution a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what revision's for. But, I mean, I could not get out of my head, and I know you're not a cat person, but every time you were talking about the little ball in your soup, I was sitting there going, okay, is this one of those soap dispensers out of the laundry, or is this a cat toy? Yeah. So I would have taken it a whole different route, but who knows what it would have become.
Like what? Like what would you have done with it?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe it was like a little bomb C4, like cat toy type thing, or it could have been...
I'm wearing off on him. I'm corrupting him.
Thanks for joining us here at Prompt Joust. I'm Weston Kincade, horror and mystery writer.
Marcus V. Calvert, science fiction author.
And remember, you can find us on Twitter at StoryMedics. Our links are below, and it always helps if you like and subscribe. So if you'd like to hear about when new episodes are coming out, click the bell.
And I'd like to thank the House of Story Medics, our fellow criminals, our fellow colleagues in mayhem and twisted trumpery, for their help in this matter.
So thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Take care.